I'm in your chair.
Just
This
that?
is strange. Yes, no, I'm in
The
your
video
chair.
is
That's
about
strange.
that.
Yes, it is. No, the video is about,
about-
controversies.
Wait, there's the video cat is
Yes.
coming. Yeah, she's I'm sure. We have an announcement, another announcement. This
Yes.
is a very busy week.
Well, there is one announcement. Can we mention the personal thing? Barbarella is going to be...
No, that's not the one.
No, but there's also an announcement, yes. Barbarella may be sick, so we'll figure out next week.
Yeah.
So we are a bit upset.
Yeah.
But let's talk about work and focus on that.
So the announcement is about Drive-thru. It's the Drive-thru update. You probably already. I'm not going to joke about it because I've already mentioned that on social media. So no, we're not going back to the Drive-thru, but you may find some of Ratchet's stuff published.
Well, Shambara is there.
Ratchet Shambara is there. Michael Strauss is going to upload his stuff there as well. He started by the last thing, I think. But I'm not sure if he has uploaded anything else.
That's it for now.
meantime. Yeah, for now we haven't that much stuff by other people. But anyway, this is what is there now. I'm not sure if Strauss is going to put everything there.
I think it depends of how well it sells, right?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
that's what
He started by that one to check it, but so it was authorized both by Drive-thru and Has. So,
well, I think Oliver was the first one to. I think
yes, it was.
Michael had talked about that, but
Oliver
tried that with Shambara.
Yeah, and they allowed it, and they are allowing it apparently. I'm not sure if it's forever or it's just, I don't know. It's strange people at Drive-thru.
Well, we are cancelled, not our game. I guess I said.
Yeah,
so
probably.
It's people that did scenes
the
for
game
a game.
Not,
so
exactly, yeah. Well, makes some sense, I guess. But the Red Room is mentioned there. But okay, never mind. I don't care. That's good.
yes, exactly. That is the.
I'm not sure if someone will find
maybe
us
exactly.
because of that.
Someone maybe will find us
Yeah,
because of that, and at the same time we want to have people writing for Ratchet. But this, as we said many times, the sales at our store are a bit limited, and
so this could be good use, I guess.
Exactly, it's good. It will motivate people. For example, in Oliver's case with Shambara, he had a lot of work on that game, with almost a year of work. So it has a lot of potential. So let's hope that in Drive-thru it sells a lot more.
So that means that if you wrote something for Ratchet, or if you were planning on writing something for Ratchet, publishing at Drive-thru is now an option, and you can we can publish it and publicize it because they authorized it. So it's a legitimate thing.
We were joking when Shambara was there. It was like, oh, we better not say it.
Yeah, but apparently they don't mind, so we can publicize it and mention it. So if you want to, of course, I'm not going to publicize it a lot because I want to buy it. I wanted to buy it at our store, not Drive-thru. But some of the people, if they find it, let's expect and see, and let's wait and see what happens. So that's the first news, even though I have already mentioned that. I mentioned that because I wanted to clarify any kind of doubt that people might have. We don't want to go back to Drive-thru actually, unless the things change. Of course, they aren't going to invite us anyway. But even if they did.
But it's good for people that are right. It's an incentive for people that want to write.
Of course, yes.
Let's imagine maybe some people would like to write something for Ratchet, but they say, but I can't put it in Drive-thru. Nobody's going to buy it. So
that's an option.
And you can also help someone discovering that we exist.
Yeah.
And have things in other places. So that's good.
the fact that it is legitimate and it has our contacts there means that people, if they find it, they can eventually. They might think, well, but why isn't anything else from these guys on sale here?
For reasons.
Yeah, reasons. Okay, so this is the first thing that, well, this is the announcement. The rest is the usual conversation. Okay, so we have something. We have stuff ready.
Almost ready. Yes, I finally finished my scenario that I was working since February.
Yeah, it was a quick.
It was a quick one. Yes. So it's the Alliance Conspiracy.
So
it's
the Alliance
crossover.
Conspiracy, yes, a crossover
between Red's Epoch and Invisible College. I was going to say Red's New Flash.
No, it's not New Flash. It's Red's Epoch. So it's a 19th century it's not late 19th century. It's early 20th century.
20th century.
It's an early 20th century scenario that takes place in Paris. During the Dreyfus Affair.
After the Dreyfus Affair.
During?
Yes, well, in the end of the Dreyfus Affair. After Dreyfus was elevated, so it's...
the Dreyfus Affair is... Yeah, okay. The ending is a little bit strange because it ends but not quite.
It never ended.
Yeah, it never ended. We are still living through the
Dreyfus
Affair. In American colleges, they are living the Dreyfus Affair. So...
It was by accident. So the story, well, you read it recently, so you explain it. Although I write it because it's fun to see other.
If you know the Dreyfus Affair, you know what we're talking about. I think it started still in the 19th century, in the very late 19th century.
Well, if you bought Epoch, you already heard
about it. And if you watched the Roman Polanski's movie about it, you also know it, but anyway.
Or that series, Paris 900.
So Captain Alfred, Alfred Dreyfus?
Yes,
he was accused of being a traitor and
espionage.
And having furnished information to the Germans, but it was a false accusation. He was accused because he was Jewish, partly.
Partly they needed a scapegoat.
They needed a scapegoat.
The real traitor needed a scapegoat, so he was the scapegoat.
He was he was working in the army, and he was in the kind of the engineer, I think, an engineer. So, and he was framed for that crime, and he was jailed, and he spent years in jail in Devil's Island, which it's probably not a nice place to be. It's not a jail anymore, but probably it's still not a nice place to be anyway.
Well, in this case,
that's not really
society.
This is just the beginning. But then there was a lot of things happening related to anti-Semitism and the opposing forces, the Dreyfusards.
The anti-Dreyfusards, actually, what they called it.
Yeah, so these were his supporters, or the supporters of his innocence, and the people who were mostly anti-Semites, but maybe some people who were anti-Semites, but just didn't like the guy for some reason.
Well, and believed that he was
probably
guilty. It was I remember that detail, that there were some letters or documents that were used to blame him, right? But it was a forgery. Yeah. And was it Bertillon?
Yeah, so the Bertillon, which is someone else that is mentioned in Red's Epoch.
And it's very important. Well, he's a figure of, I would say, modern forensic sciences.
Criminology as well, I think.
Yeah, but he said that, yes, it is the Dreyfus letter. Handwriting.
But he wasn't an expert in graphology. He just he worked for the police. He had lots of influence, but his skills were.
And I guess in this case probably different. It wasn't. He just thought it was, and he was wrong, but probably didn't want to assume he was wrong.
Yeah, probably he was. He was an important guy, so he couldn't be wrong. So it's. I guess it's. It came on time. This
yes. Well, we have talked about doing it, a scenario about Dreyfus. some time ago. Actually, when I decided to finally do it, I think it was in January, so the war had already started. But now things have heated up a lot.
So I guess this is the kind of scenario that respectable publishers wouldn't publish right now. But we aren't respectable.
Yes, we're not.
We published men after all.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, I remember that the Demons from Chernobyl, that it was going to be published by someone that said, oh no, we cannot talk about Ukraine now.
It's not a good time for this. Well, yes, it is.
It's the best of times.
It's exactly the best of time for this. But the problem is, obviously, we don't have any publicity, so only you will find about that. But anyway. So this is some other news as well.
And it's an investigative scenario, of course.
It's as usual in Ranch the Pockets and investigative. And this one is not investigative horror, I guess.
No, it's not really horror.
Yeah, there's no horror that is... but I guess you could add some supernatural to it, but this one is not supernatural. It's
just a little bit.
Well, it's supernatural in the sense
because
there's
it's
magic,
because it's the invisible college.
It's
so
a different
there's
thing.
Magic.
Yeah, the supernatural that we used for this one is related to Invisible College and not to the rest.
But the idea is mostly conspiracies and.
So there is supernatural, but it's magic. So not there are no vampires or.
And there's an interesting generator for conspiracies based on
the other one.
Time.
It's an adaptation of the conspiracy generator that we had before.
So that should come out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We are waiting for it to be edited
the editors,
and reviewed.
Yes.
2 editors this time.
2 editors this time.
One editor and 1 sensitivity reader.
No, and 1 historical accuracy reader, and the editor will edit the more.
My bad writing in grammar.
The writing, just the writing, and the pundit will probably take a look at it because he has to.
That's the thing I have to do next week is the PC stats. Then we're gonna have both Ratchet and Invisible College.
Yeah, that will be the end as well. So this is the second thing. Yes. The third thing is, I think we've mentioned that before, but we can say it again. The next setting, which will be Ratchet Armageddon, will be published in 2 different volumes. The first volume will be just a war. A weird war, but just the Second World War. The second volume will be the post-war, which will be even weirder. So, but I decided it made sense to be 2 different things because World War II is too important not to have its own game. So, and the other thing, it's probably
can be very big on itself.
Yeah, then I can expand that. And take longer to prepare it, and this one will be a smaller thing because it's just about the war, nothing else. It's just the war.
And I'm writing another scenario that should be ready in 4 months.
Yeah, so
maybe not.
Don't wait for it. It's just we'll talk about that.
Yes, it's an horror. It's going to be a modern horror.
Yeah, and speaking of modern horror, I've definitely decided to publish and write, not by disorder, that plan that we have for a long time, Darker. It will be a thing, and I think Misha Thomas, the author of Noctum, will at least read it.
Yeah, nice.
Do a better reading to and.
It's going to be a horror accuracy.
Yeah, no, it will be our sensitivity reader, I guess.
Insensitivity
reader. Yes, well, I think we'll have several insensitivity readers for this one. People showed interest in it, at least as a curiosity item. Okay, I think we're done.
Yes, we are.
There's just something else. We've decided that the comics will be black and white only.
Oh, did we?
Did we? Well,
Yeah, I know.
I don't mean you
yes,
and
I know. You and Chris.
Yeah, me and Chris. He prefers black and white.
You also
prefer
prefer black and white. And that will make
Yeah.
it actually faster to do.
Possibly, yes, I think so. So the next pages, which will be ready in a day or two or something like that, will be just black and white, and there's a page for that on our site now. They will be there. Oh, but I'll post about that when he gets his next 3 or 4 pages. I'm not sure. I think it's 4 pages.
Oh, and the Wretched Armageddon is going to have a cover made by a human, right?
Yes. We are investing a lot in. No. Jeremy Hart, who did the
Jeremy Hart will do the art.
Did the art. Well, he won't do the art, just the cover.
Yeah, I know.
Though I talked to him about doing art for that darker project. Because,
at least some monsters.
Yeah, at least the monsters. It must be because he has already done some, and we will use the same lore, at least part of it. So
the creepiest part.
Yeah, there will be definitely Apostles of Pain and Machinators as well. And Sicari, yes. So those wretched creatures will be there as well. I'm not going to change that part. So I will use the same illustrations, and I will use the same artist that did those to do the rest of them, and other stuff. I guess we'll think about that later. I could use more, but I guess let's
see.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Well,
that's all.
That's all for today.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.